I just traded most of the morning and did not realize that I never pressed start recording. So, little update. On one of the accounts I traded last night after I got back from a 4-day holiday. I got in last night and at 2 a.m. I took this trade, a little bounce to the upside, 840. Never closed under the previous wicks, and it was just retesting that previous high. We were coming off of a big bounce, so I like that spot for a bounce. Now on the other account, as you can see, I'm down 116, which is a lot better than I was down earlier. So I've been looking for shorts since we've been shorting all day, and it seemed like it had strength that it was gonna crash to the downside. It did, not as much as I wanted to. I wanted the 50s, but obviously it bounced almost immediately, even though it had growing volume to the downside. It bounced, so I did not like it anymore. Took a $405 loss. Once it bounced, I'm like, well, maybe we go higher, we touch up here or something. An irrational trade, because I'm still interested in shorts, and I took this trade. Big loss, $810 loss. Once it closed under that wick, I had no business in there, but it just happened really quick, so I didn't even have time to close it. Once again, broke down, interested in a short, so on this bounce I tried to grab a short. I was up $500, $600, whatever it was. Didn't take it because, again, I wanted the 50s, and ended up as a break even. Found another spot that it seemed like it had strength, and it bounced up. My stop loss was right over that wick, and finally it crashed down to the 50s. I tried to grab a short right there, and I was liking it after it closed here, and instead of having my stop loss right above, I had it too low, and it came to literally touch right at the top of that candle, and immediately went to my profit target, which was right there at that wick and test of that little flag. Also, during the holiday I traded, and as you can see on one of the accounts, I did really well. I have it almost at $5,000, and I still have 2 days until payout. And then in one of the other ones, I've been pretty stagnant. I think I lost 400 yesterday, and the rest of the days was kind of stagnant. And then I blew my third account, and that was not fun. I should have not been trading when I did, because I did not have my computers in front of me. I was on my phone, did not know Jerome Powell was about to speak, and I was actually on a long right somewhere in here on these two candles, and I was up like $400, and before I knew it, I blew my account. 2 more simulated ones renewed from last month when I bought them to pass them, and so I passed them and I have 2 new ones. I'll be copy trading those 2 alone, because I don't want to be trading 4 accounts.
Order filled.
And I like a bounce right here actually.
Order filled.
Love that. Quick bounce. My reasoning behind it, right up here, that wick, it got tested earlier. This wick on the left, it got tested, rejected it, and once it closed over, this candle that broke it over, I like the retest of that wick. And it's also retesting the top of the previous. That account is now at 3,000. We 534 profit. So time to go into the copy traded ones.
Order filled.
All right, I'm looking for short side here. Let's see if it can close on under the previous wick or if it's gonna close over this. Yeah, I don't like that wick test right there, so I'm going to put my stop right there.
Stop
I'm
filled. Order filled.
Let's see this go down to the 92s. Come on, just push lower. I feel like I just cannot get a read for this market because it's giving me the reads that it's just gonna continue down, but then it just keeps bouncing. No! Oh my god. That right there, like, how do you not continue the push? Yeah, let's go. Go, go, go. More. More.
Order
Nice.
filled.
I love that. Alright, well, that gave us a little bit of life. That was a nice 22-point trade. After all this choppiness that I've been trading, I think this one I had a pretty good read on. After this fake out, I tried to catch the bounce because I didn't think it was a fake out. I think that potentially of the flag, it was gonna, of the earlier flag, that at this point it's not on play. Not for me at least. I thought it was just gonna go all the way up to 58. But since it didn't and it closed under again, I immediately got out. And I was just looking for a spot to go to the downside. And I finally found it. I'm very happy with my exit also. It was marked at this previous wick. And it did close under the wick. So we'll see where this goes. At this point, I have no idea where the market wants to go. I'm kind of lost because I thought this flag was for sure gonna break to the 58s, right on top up there, towards the top wicks. There's the 58s that we wanted at the top of that range when we were catching the longs here and here. We wanted to run to the 58s and it's actually crushing all the way to 72s now. So yeah, that's the move we wanted. I entered bad spots as we were going up. I was shorting, which I shouldn't, obviously. Looking back at it, this range is very clear that it's trying to recover from the previous short of the day. This long, I wanted it all the way up, failed to do that. Tried to catch a bounce, failed. Another bounce, failed. This red candle gave me a confirmation that this wick had to be tested at some point. Once I saw an opportunity to potentially go to that wick, took it. It went to the wick, and as we can see from that point on, right there when it touched, it just run. So we'll come back tomorrow, try to recover the losses from the two accounts that I'm copy trading, and we'll look for more consistent gains on the other two accounts that I'm working towards a payout at the end of this week. And as I showed, one of them is looking really good. It's at 55,000 and the other one is at 53,000. So ideally I have both over 54,000 by Friday, and that way I can take a payout off of both and I still have drawdown for me to work with. If you're interested in a Q&A or potential live stream, let me know in the comments below.